Okay, there is a client scope. Let me deactivate that. So, today we'll be talking about update sets, something that is very important. When you start working in real time, maybe a support engineer or maybe a from operation team or maybe from development side, you have to do this usually whenever you want to develop even a simple enhancements or you are working on development stories. Okay, so before doing that, I'll give you a flow how the update sets and why the update sets are important. Usually, let's say in real time, when you start working for any organization, they will have a set of environments. That means this is a dev environment, this is a test environment, this is a UAT environment. The bigger one will be the production. Okay, so usually these four instances you will have. Here we are working on one instance, which is a developer instance. Likewise, you will be working on four instances. You'll have your account on dev, test, UAT, and production. Okay, let's name it. Okay, this is dev. This is test, UAT, production. Okay, and usually we call it as a prod also. This is something where end users start working on our working model, whatever you have created, whether it's a form or a catalog or a knowledge article. It could be anything, guys. Basically, this is the place where end users start using our implemented model, and this is the place where we actually start developing our requirement. For example, there is a requirement to create a form and take care of the form fields like form layout of fields, and where I have a requirement to create some more fields. Okay, so everything I'll do it here, and I'll move the changes from dev to test to UAT to production. So dev is something where you can actually work and start debugging the issues or start trying out some various methods. For example, I'm unable to do it with my plan A. I can also try my plan B here, but in production, I cannot do all this. This is something very important, and you have to be very careful. See, even if you have admin rights in real time, you should not modify anything on production. That will definitely leads to a escalation. Again, the penalty will be in large, because production is something, it has to be treated like something where you are not allowed to modify anything, even though you have necessary accesses. Okay. See, I'm a senior developer. I still don't touch the production. We treat production like a higher instance. When someone says just push the changes to higher instance, then okay, dev, test, UAT, these three are considered as a lower instances. Okay, in dev environment, whatever the requirement is, okay, I'll have a story for my requirement. I'll start creating as per the requirement in the dev, and I have to push the changes to test. For example, I have to create 20 new fields on a form which are not out of the box. I have to create them. So for each field, there will be a label name, there will be a backend name, and the type of the field. Along with that, each field will definitely carry a sysid, right? So what you should not create fields in dev separately, again in test, again in UAT, again in prod. That is not a good choice. Okay, that is not even a best practice. So you have to create everything in dev, capture these changes in update set, and movement of update set should be from dev to test. That means I have created a field called um, email address. Okay, so email address is having some 32-bit sysid that is starting with 38, ending with 9c in my dev. Okay, the same should also be replicated on my test, UAT, and production when I see the sysid of email address. Okay, so this is possible only with two methods. One is XMLs, second is update sets. Okay, so update sets play a very big role, and it is very important to understand how process of update sets is designed, and how to create an update set, how to capture the changes in update set. So everything we have to look into. Okay, and what happens when I create a one form or a as per story, if I complete my requirement, I move it to testing. Here testing team will actually start uh, trying finding the issues in our working model. The testing team activity is to debug the issues, or to find the blockers, or the what exactly say, if you have given a story, they will write some test cases. They will try approach A, approach B, approach C. If it is failing in approach C, they'll come back to us and say approach C is not working. Either they do it by communicating directly with you on chat or a call, or they will raise a defect. Okay, story is something we implement it as per the requirement. Your client will give you set of instructions, what to do, where to do, how to do. Defect will tell you what was lagging or what has to be fixed. Okay, so you will be capturing those changes again and push it to test. And once the testing team gives us a green flag, that means okay, the working model, the implementation is working as per requirement, we can move it to UAT. You will have a green flag. Then in UAT, what is UAT? User acceptance test. That means your people from your client end will be checking your working model. They will do end-to-end testing. They will also have certain few test cases. They'll try to have a proper email ID. They'll try to give a email ID without at the rate. They'll try to add a email ID which is not part of our user table. It has to pass all this different approaches. If it is actually giving an error when at the rate symbol is not part of email address, okay, they say this approach B is fine, approach A is fine. If user is not part of our user table, when someone tries to enter that email address, it has to pop up like user is not part of user table, go and create a user record, and it has to redirect him to the user form. So such requirements we create, right? It has to pass all the approaches. If it is fine in UAT, if you get a green signal from UAT team, it moves to production. And as a developer, you will not move everything to production. The testing team will have a change here. What is a change? Usually change as nothing but taking care of movement of update sets. Okay, we have three types of changes: normal, standard, emergency. Okay, in normal change, for example, a sprint will be usually bi-weekly or tri-weekly. What is this bi-weekly? That means on Monday a sprint is started by let me show you in calendar. For suppose 25th is my new sprint got started. Again on next Monday, like it will leave one Monday in between, and again the alternate Monday will be my sprint ending, where sprint review and everything will be taken care, and a new sprint planning will also be done on 9th of December. Okay, 25th of November a sprint was started, where I have given ample of time to create my requirement. Don't think they will give you too much of time. It is based on the points you have. Each story will carry some points. Okay, so either you will be using Zero or ServiceNow platform itself for seeing the list of stories that are assigned on your name. And for example, it's a complex story, we give around 14 points. If it is a simple story, we give around 5 points or 3 points. What is this 3 points and 5 points? That means 3 points, 3 hours. That means I require 3 hours to work on this particular requirement. So you tell the client. Likewise, they will divide some 70 hours or 70 points for bi-weekly, and you have to meet that 70-point ratio. Okay, you will have a team, so you need not to worry on that part. But this is how usually a sprint works. So whenever a new sprint started, I'll start creating it on dev. And I consumed almost 20 hours in dev itself. If I have to replicate the same on test, again 20 hours, again 20 hours, again 20 hours. That means I'm spending almost 80 hours for one task. Is it not a good practice? Then how do I actually minimize my time consuming here? By update sets. I will create everything in dev. I capture the changes in update set, and I don't have to repeat the process again. I can directly push the update set to test, to UAT and production. I will test it here. We will test it in UAT. Once everything is fine, it goes for production, and the final round of testing is done in production. Okay. And in meantime, as I told you, change a normal change, they will schedule a change. For example, my sprint started this 25th and ending on the 9th. So by 11th or 13th of December, they will have some planning. They will move all the update sets from dev to production. Okay. And they will test it there again. If there is a issue again, a defect will be raised, and it will be assigned to the developer who has worked on that story. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, Shreya.
Do anyone feel I'm little fast or anything here, Lakshmi or someone? Hello.
Shreya.
Okay. So this is important to know. That's the reason I have just giving you the insights. So here I am on my homepage. Let's reload. Let's take a simple requirement. I have to create a new field on the form. Okay. And I need someone's instance here. I'm sorry. Can someone share their instance details with me? I have to log in actually into another instance and show you these changes, how they are being captured and how they are being pushed. You can ping me one to one, that is also fine. I just need login ID and password. For 1-2 classes, I might need it for today and tomorrow. It is taking time. Okay, meantime, how to create the update set on, we will see. It is taking time to. I'll just reset my form also in the meantime. See, we have done this dot walking and all. So, any questions on dot walking, SLAs, or what they say? Transform maps. Channel options. This is not something we need. Okay. I'll just dot walk one field which is called dot email. Okay. Where is my assign to and all? It's trying to assign group. Okay. Now my form looks cool, but to create any update set, you have to type local update sets. Okay. Under system update sets, you'll have this local update sets. Every time whenever you have to create a new update set, this is from this particular list. Sys underscore update underscore set is the backend name of your update sets table. Okay, and if you see all of them are in progress, all of them are default. So you should never touch a default update set. This is something created by ServiceNow directly, and there are certain rules to follow. Usually, if I say I'm working for a Sony project, okay, then I have to follow one naming convention for my update set. So Sony earbuds. Mm, Sprint 40, or I can give like date also like 40, 11, 24, something like this. I can have one naming convention. My manager or my lead will decide on this actually. Story number. So story starts with like this. This is my story number, version 1.0. I go with versions usually. It will be easy for me to understand. So this will be the, or you can also give sprint 40. What is convenient for you, they'll decide that. Okay. And what are the states? How many states are there? We have three states: in progress, complete, ignore. Whenever you are working on one particular development, you have to capture many changes, right? So it should be in progress. Once it is completed, you should never ever touch that update set or move it to in progress. Okay, that's not at all a good practice. Why I'm telling you, I'll give you a scenario also. So in progress is something but nothing but your update set will start capturing the changes. Once you feel like, okay, all my changes have been captured, I have to set it to complete. If I don't want update set, I'll just ignore it. I'll not delete it. Deleting an update set is not at all a good practice again. So we either set it to ignore, so system will not consider the update set which are in ignore state. And if you want to add a parent to your update set, you can also do that. See release date. This is something they use it while creating a change. If they are moving all the updates on one particular day where the normal release will have some approvals, there will be a change group who will approve this or who will schedule this process. They will have approvals from a group and some group members. If all the approvals are passed, then release date is decided on that day. Directly these update sets will be committed by the operations team. Okay. Or if you are working for a development project, you have to know certain update sets. How we do that also, I'll show you. So I'm not selecting any release date and all. So in description, why you are creating this story? Creating new development, adding info and messages. So, just for my uh, understanding, I'll write this description, and most of the projects make this field mandatory also. So, what is the short description of your story? You can directly paste it here. So if you see here now, the application scope is global and created at what time, that time is auto-populated by whom it is created. You can see merged to. That means if your update is merged with any other update set, you can also read that data. Scroll down, you can see make this current update set. That means if you, where do I actually track the update sets? Here you have a globe symbol, right? You just click here, you'll have application scope information as well as the update set. See, it is still global, default global. I don't want to work on the default update sets. There are n number of changes in default update sets. Okay, so it's never go and touch your default update set. Always create your own update set. So after creating update set, you will have like submit and current. So make this current set. So you can just click here and on the header banner, save it. Okay. Once the update set is treated as a current set, it doesn't reflect under related links. You can also refresh it and cross confirm whether your update set is active or not. See, Sony earbuds. That means my update set is active. Now I can go and modify the changes. Meantime, we'll see the other instance. Let's see if I have to modify anything on the phone on this. I'll just come back. See, it is on global. My Sony earbuds print update set is active. And let's open our instance form and modify our changes. Yeah, this is on other instance. I'll also see the incident form here. Let's modify few fields like email is not required, suggestions, users are not required, manager is not required, amount is not required. Let's okay, I'll leave the form like this. I'll not modify. I'll just remove this email field because I don't know whether it's a created field or out of the box field. It's a created field. See, Apple iOS. This is my instance. I'll show you my another instance. ServiceNow. This will treat as a test environment. The one which we are working or the with iOS logo, it's a dev environment. Is it clear, guys? You can see the instance name dev 240638. Just remember 638, and this is 560. 560 will be our test environment. Is it clear? This is very important. So please be proactive, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Are you able to understand what I'm teaching, or you want me to complete the topic?
Can you repeat once, Shreya? Why we are taking two incidents?
Two instances, not incidents, two instances. See, dev environment you will create. You need a test environment, right, to push these changes. You got it? This is a dev environment where you implement your story. Likewise, in real time, you will have 4 or 5 instances.
Okay.
Okay, so the changes will be captured from dev to test, test to UAT, UAT to production. This is the straight away I'm telling you, but sometimes you may have dev environment, dev B environment, test environment, UAT environment, production environment. Okay, you will not be working on one environment when you start working in real time. Okay, but you will be building everything. You'll be working mostly on dev only. But to move the changes, you need test, UAT, production. You got it?
Yeah, there it will be like dev is there in dev, right?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Second incident.
Second incident is also I took the another PDI for showing you.
Okay.
Okay, practically we have to see, right, how the changes are moved.
Yeah.
So without instance, how can I show you?
No, not like that. I'm saying like you're here dev, both are dev, right?
See, PDIs, even in real time, you'll not have some other instance. We just name it like test. We name it like UAT. Everything is a dev instance only.
Okay. Then how we identified this is a test, this is a dev?
You will have a name on the domain, right? See, 21756.
6.
Okay, this is a different instance. This is a different instance. When you talk about real time, if you are working for Wipro, it will have Wipro has their logo. Or if you are working for a Sony project, they'll have Sony Dev. Okay, They'll have
The
Sony
logo,
test.
by seeing the logo only we can identify, right?
No, on domain name it will be different.
Okay.
Okay, you'll have Sony Dev, Sony Test, Sony UAT, Sony Prod. Okay, or Sony.com will be the production. Okay, you will have a different environments. You will have this information from your leads. You need not to worry. Each of us will have their account on all the instances.
Okay, one more question, Shreya.
Mhm.
When we started update set in real time, which stage we have to
Every day you have to work.
update set?
Yes, like if you are in development, but if
Okay.
you are in production or support, it depends. Okay, if you have any enhancement to do, or if you have to capture something, you go and create the update set.
Like which situation we have to use this update set?
That is what I see. I'm creating a one more field on this form. Okay, I want this form to be there on my test environment also.
Okay.
Okay, if I create it here and if I go and create it there, the sysids and the dictionary of the fields would be different. System will not understand. System thinks Shreya has created official email address on dev environment and official email address on test also, but both of them are would be different because of the sysids.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to create in dev and copy these changes to test.
Okay.
So to copy the changes to test, we follow from update sets.
Okay. Like by creating a record like in
Yeah, Lakshmi, I'll will do one thing. I'll explain everything. If
okay,
you still have questions, you can ask me.
okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah. So I'm on my iOS logo. This is my dev environment, guys. Here, I will add a field here, official email address. Okay, and we'll add some pop-up messages like info message, error message. And this has to reflect on my test environment without re-implementing it. Is it clear with the requirement? Or you want me to repeat on this? This is my another form. This is my another instance. If you see the logo is ServiceNow, this is treated like a test. Or you can also do one thing here. Go to basic config. Let's have a name test. To make it more clear, I'm just changing this tag titles and header caption. Okay, let's save the changes. So in real time, you will have everything in place. Like you will not add any domain names or something like this. You will have 4 instances or 5 instances. For all the 4 or 5 instances, see snow test instance, snow test environment. Is it clear, Lakshmi now?
yeah,
See?
yeah.
Okay, this is your for your identification only. I have modified it. Now, what I'm going to do, I will recheck what is update set. Yes, it is my update set. Now, I'll go and modify or I go and create as per my requirement. One thing I want to add a field. So create new field, official mail address. Let's keep it string only, but the length would be 100. Add it. Just align it above the split I'm giving. So beneath the service offering, it will be uh, aligned. Okay, close. See, my field is active on the form. Let's do something. Uh, let's create a client script. A basic client script we'll create for today. So we have four types of client scripts. What is a client script actually? It is something that works on your client side. That means on the web browser, mainly on the form and form fields. To modify anything or to add anything, we'll be using this client script. So we'll be talking about client scripts and various examples. At that time, I'll give you more insights. But for now, sys underscore script underscore client is a basic table. And here you have to give a name. Sorry, I'll give some story numbers here again. And we are doing it on incident table, so you have to select the table as incident. UI type is nothing but, as we all know, ServiceNow is accessible on desktop, mobile, portal and all. You have to select all, otherwise whatever the script or whatever the logic you are going to apply, it only applies to desktop level, not on mobile or portal. Again, if it is all everywhere, the logic will be executed. And we are using onload. What is this onload? Onload means whenever the page loads, whatever the logic you are implementing, that gets executed. Okay, here a function is automatically created by the system. I'm not modifying anything on the function. I'll just use a API called gform, which is a glide form. You will be talking about it soon. So this API have a methods. Okay, so see, add decoration, add error message, add info message. So I want to add an info message. Okay, ion tool Wednesday 27 November 2024. Okay, this will be a error message, and I'll also add a, so that will be info message. Now I'll add a error message. Add error message. Please submit the form, or please take the survey. Some random message I'm giving here. Now I have created a client script also. See, the sys is -1, but once I save, even this will have a sys right? See, now I want this client script should be there on my other test environment along with the form, along with the field that I have created, a official email address. You got it? I don't want to go and recreate it again. What I do now, let's see. Open your local update sets. This is one way to open the update sets. Under system update sets, you'll have it. So Sony earbuds, you can see the scope is global and it is in progress. At what time it is created, who has created it. There is no parent. But if you open your update set, if you just come down, you can see 4 customer updates. That means a dictionary is created, a field label is created, client script is created, some modification on form layout is done. What is a client script name is this? What is a field that we have created on incident official mail address? You got it? All the 4 changes are captured here. Now I'll set it to complete and save it. Now all my changes are captured in the update set. Then how do these changes reflect here? So if you just refresh, go to the incident form, it will be interesting, guys. It is not at all tricky. So I'm on this form. See, there is no official mail address. I have some other fields. But if I go to my incident form on iOS logo, reload it, we wrote a client script on onboard. See, this is the info message. This is the error message. And this is my official mail address. If you want to write something on a mail address also, we can do it. We can achieve it from the same client script, or you can also create a new client script. Let's create a new client script for the same again. Go to client scripts, or you can type sys underscore script underscore client dot lib. Okay, we are doing it on incident table, so you have to select the table from the list. See incident with a square bracket incident. This is a backend name which is small in case. Incident is a label name. You have to select the right table, and UI type should be all. Type is onload. Again here, gform is a method we use it on the client side. You will be talking about it. G underscore form. So if once you give dot, it will show you all the methods that are there. I want to set some value, right? So set value, I use it. And what is the backend name of your field? Okay, just give a right click. We will never use the label names. We only use the backend names when you write scripts. So you underscore, this is a backend name, or you can also copy it from here. Make sure no spaces. Paste your backend value and like whatever the value you want to set. Shreya@ibm.com. Okay. So this is my value. I wrote it. Let's save it. Now I wrote two client scripts. One field is created and the form layout has been adjusted. All these changes I have to see on my test also. Now refresh your form and just confirm it. See, Shreya@IBM. The message is set on the official mail address field. This is the info message. This is the error message. Now the form also has to look the same. Like it should contain number, caller, category, subcategory, CI, service offering, official mail address, short description. Coming here, it should have channel, state, impact, urgency. The same pattern it has to be replicated in my other instance. So for that, what I have to do, just go to your other instance. Usually whatever we are doing now, a remote instance has to be enabled. In real time, you'll have everything in place. You need not to go and create it. Okay. You have to create a update source. Go to update source here. You have to have a remote instance, right? I'll open a new tab so it won't be much confusing. So if you see, already there are two remote instances, but my instance is 2638. Is there? No. So let's go and create a remote instance. You have to give a name, iOS developer instance. And here you have to select, is it a development, production, or test? Select, provide the URL details. It has to be very clear. Up to .com only you have to copy from HTTPS. Okay, and without spaces it has to be. So if you want to double confirm it, just paste it somewhere here. Control C, Control A. It will remove all the spaces. Paste the URL. Now you have to give the password, like username and the password. That means user credentials. Okay, which you use while logging into your dev environment. If you don't remember the username and password, just reset your password. You can remember it. You can set a new password. Uh, Developer instance, remote setup. Okay. Now you will just test the connection. It has to give you okay. Otherwise, you cannot move the changes. Authentication to remove instance field. Unauthorized 401 error. Check saved username and password. Let me save it. Delete. unauthorized code. It is same issue with the password. Let me recheck. No, even I forgot the password. Take your URL, go to login.do and recheck. Admin. My password is wrong. Okay, I will reset the password in that case. Go to your profile. Just click on set password. Generate a password. It is of too big length. Everything is good. Okay, I'll copy this somehow. Save the password. See, password saved successfully. Now, if you go to login page, admin, and paste my password, whatever I have copied. Login. Okay. I'm able to log in with this password, but I have to reset it later. Better I'll do it right away. So it's fine. I have given some wrong command. The total. So admin is my account, right? We can open this. See, password needs reset is automatically enabled, but generate. Generating physical and passwords. Save this password. Password saved successfully. Okay. Log out now. Paste your password. Admin. Will ask for a, what is this 5814? Mobile number. I even have a mobile added to this. Hmm. Let me try resetting my password from here.
In my instance, also same like that, Shreya. If it is timeout, the page will show if I give admin and the password, it is not allowing. It is automatically saved my instance, the password and all. If I log in like that, it will work. It's work. Otherwise, if it is timeout, if I gave ID password, it is not working.
Okay. The better remove the catchy ones from the browser. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I generated a new password. You'll have a reset instance password from here. Try to reset it and remove it on your browser too. Okay. It's fine. There is some issue here. and find out what is this password that I have reset. Yes, I'm able to log in. For a moment, I'll not modify anything on the password, but I'll just confirm it. See, my form looks like this. Info message, error message, message on my official mail address. And coming to my other instance, which is a test instance, let's create a new remote instance again from the beginning. I'll extend class for next 20 minutes, okay? Update source. So just type update source on the, you can type like this, update source. Under system update sets only, you'll have local update sets and update source. See, you have to establish this remote instance for the first time. Later, it is not required. So let me paste the password, and admin will be the user ID for all the PDIs. Copy the URL. Up to .com you have to copy. And no spaces again. Paste it. Just check in. You can just confirm it with continue. There are no spaces. Development instance. Not test the connection. It has to give you okay message. Then only you can go ahead and see connection is okay. However, the parent instance version, there is a difference in the patch. See, it is on patch 7. It is on patch 1, like patch 0 on 7.16. This is on patch 1.08. Okay, that means I have to upgrade the instance, the parent instance or whatever. But the connection is okay. Both of them are running on Glides and Adu, then the system is allowing you. The patch versions are not something that you have to consider. Save it. This step is needed in our like as we are practicing, but in real time you'll have this environment created. If it is not created, you will only go and create it. It is not too hard. You just have to set up this, provide a name, type, validate the URL and credentials. Okay, if you want, you can just go back. We are on test environment. Type update source. Open a new tab. iOS instance is also up. You got it now? Now, if I open my incident form, the changes are not yet reflected because I didn't move the changes yet. Incident.form. How do we commit the changes on my test environment? We'll see. See, the alignment is not proper again. There is no info message, error message, or there is no field. So now, firstly, you have to confirm that your update set is completed. So it is incomplete. How many changes are there? Oh, I have created an, okay, there is only one update set that is being captured. Okay, then we'll go and create one more update set for my another client script which I wrote to set a message on my official mail address. Okay, local update sets. Let's create a one more because it is completed. It's not a good practice to create a new one. I will make it version 2.0. Client script to set value on official email address. Submit and make current. Come and check on your instance. See 2.0. Okay, now go to client scripts. Populate email address. So something has to be modified to capture it. So I'll give a name on incident form. Email address field or on the out field. Something like this. You have to modify, then only it gets captured. See, if I scroll down, I can also see, and you'll have a versions. Previously, it was on a default update set. At what time? Almost 21, that means 15 minutes. Post that, it is in my update set. I have the current is this. You got it? And if you go to your update set, there is a shortcut to open your update set. Just click here. You'll have this. This will take you to the list. This will open the record. This will create a new update set. So I want to open the record. Come here. Yes, there is one update set. Populate official mail address field. Complete it. Everything I'm doing on iOS instance. Okay. Update. If you just come to your test environment, still changes are not committed. How do we commit it now? Both of my updates are in complete state. So go to your remote instance, select your iOS development instance from here. You will have this retrieve complete update sets button on the top as well as on the bottom. You can click anywhere, that is fine. It will retrieve all the completed update sets. That's the reason when something is set to complete, when someone retrieves it, again, if you're modifying the changes, it is not considered as a good practice. Until unless all your changes are modified, you have to keep it in progress. Unfortunately, like how we have done now, if you have already set it to complete and you have other changes to capture, go and create a new one, but don't open the already the one which is moved to complete state. See, retrieve update sets after 24809 from iOS development instance. This is giving you the date. Two update sets are retrieved and previewed, succeeded in 1 second. You have to wait until you get the success 100%. Close it. So you will have this show status, retrieve complete update sets. Even from here, you can just click compare to local instance, make this as your parent. Okay, if you are working on batch updates, you'll have information here. Retrieve update sets. See, both of my version 1, version 2, both of them are being retrieved. Now what should I do? I'll open version 1. This activity every developer has to do. So now I have to preview the update set. See, this is my update set. How many changes are there? There is error actually. Problem warning to commit the update set. You must address all the problems. Okay. Found a local updates. Newer than this. That means it is showing I have found another update set. Accept remote updates. That's okay. So see, 4 changes are there. I have accepted the update. Now commit it. After previewing, see the state will be previewed. Now it is moving to committing. Once it is committed, the changes will reflect. Close. Go to your incident form, reload. If you see official mail address field, info message and error message. Did I create them again on the test? No, right? No. I want the message also. Now what should I do? I have to go to update source again, commit my another update set. Go to update source. Open your iOS development instance. See, this is committed. Which is committed, it shows you. This is only under preview. You have to commit this. Only if you preview and commit, the changes will reflect. Okay, so it is in preview state if you see. You have to run preview again. You have to preview it, then only you have to commit. Without previewing, it's not a good practice. Okay, see how many changes are there. One, here also you'll have the total. Commit update set. Once committed, you have no other option. The changes will reflect. Even if you delete the update set, the changes will reflect. Go to your instant form. Lakshmi, you got it now? Why we create these update sets? See, Shreya@IBM. And the form is also, see, previously it was having some other fields. Now the form looks exactly like how it is on my another instance. Guys, you got it or you have any questions? Lakshmi, the second Lakshmi, you were asking me few questions, right? Now I'm happy to answer those. You can unmute and talk. Or Anusha, Lakshmi, Mani Prasad, Rajshekhar, Naveen, Shrinu, Vaidika, Yashashvi, Vinay. Any questions? Is it I can't hear you or you are not speaking?
No, it's fine.
Another Lakshmi was asking me doubts, so I just want to clear her queries. Hello,
Yes, Shreya.
is it clear now?
Yeah, but little bit confusing, like navigation, like what is the next step and what is the next step, like that.
See, that all you have to learn, right? That is part of this learning, Lakshmi.
Yeah.
I can't help you with the navigation. I can show you the flow, how it gets created, but no one can help you with navigation. In real time, when you start working in daily, as a daily activity, you will be habituated.
Not like that. I'm saying like next step. What is update? Next, what is the client? Like next step, stepwise. I'm confusing. That's it. Next
Okay.
process, like
See,
in
don't,
the notepad,
don't,
Shreya, like stepwise you can explain so that we clearly
see,
clarify that what is the.
stepwise only I'm explaining, right? I have created a update set from local update sets. Okay, I'll walk you through it. Okay, don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
But see, next process we'll learn in next class only. You need not to worry on that on that thing. Okay. See, this is my iOS instance. What I have done, I have opened local update sets from system update sets. This is actually every developer will create update set from here only. From here, you will just click on new. You'll give a name of your update set. You'll follow one naming convention. Why I'll tell you in tomorrow's class. And if you are working on the updates, you have to set it to in progress and submit and make current. Once you make the update set as a current updates, that start capturing the changes. Okay. So usually it will be default update set, but once you decided to have your own update set, you just have to click on submit and make current, or you, if you have saved it, let's suppose I'm just saving this, you'll have make this current set. Even if you just click here and save it, okay, reload. So see, version 2.02, a new update set is created. Now, whatever the changes I do, these are all will be captured in this update set. Okay, once the changes are captured, what did I do? I move to my another test environment. Here you have a update source. Okay, to commit the changes, you need to have this remote instance setup. So we have done it practically, but in real time you will have this. Otherwise, you can also create for your ongoing project. Okay, so I'll have given my URL, validated admin and password, and once my changes are captured in my iOS instance, what we do, every developer or every user who is working for ServiceNow with update sets will set it to complete. whenever the changes are captured. I have to capture 10 changes. I captured all the 10 changes, then it's my duty to set the state to complete. Once the changes are set, once the update set is set to complete, what we are doing here, we are retrieving completed update sets. That's how only the completed update sets are available in the list. Once you have that in the list, it will be under preview state. You have to preview them again. If there are any errors, you have to either accept the errors, fix the errors, or skip the error. Okay, so once I have accepted the errors, I can see how many changes. Okay, 4 changes were there. Okay, 4. It is showing 3, but all the 4 were committed. Okay, but if you open the, if you commit it, you'll have a committed state. And if you go to your form, refresh it, the changes that you have worked will be reflected. And I'll give you one more thing here. If I go to client scripts now, the 2 client scripts which I wrote on iOS instance are also available in this test instance now. Because I captured the changes. See, populate official mail address field, Sony story. Okay. And if you validate the sysids of both the client scripts, it would be same. In one class, it will be not very easy to understand, but with practice, definitely this is one of the interesting topic.
Okay, Steve. Okay.
Okay, see 847EF. Just go back to your iOS instance, open the client script. What is the next process? I can teach you in next class only, right? See 847EF. Both the sysids ending with 3179. 317 F9, sorry. If you go to another script, what is my other script? 13183. Just come here, go back and open another 13183. You are getting it? I didn't go and create this on my test environment. I captured the changes in update set and committed the changes. So by this, I can avoid reworking on the same functionality again and again. That is advantages of having the update sets. These are most automated process. You got it now?
Yes, Shreya.
Yeah. Any questions from anyone? So, Lakshmi, all your doubts are cleared. It's okay. If you have anything more to discuss, I'm happy to assist.
No, Shreya. Thank you.
Yeah. Anusha, any doubts? Lakshmi, any doubts?
If we want to practice this, we want to create another PDI,
Yes, another
definitely.
PDI. Yes, yes,
Okay.
that is needed, Lakshmi. See, coming to real time, you will have another instances by your organization only. You need not to go and create there. Okay.
Okay.
But to practice it or to gain some hands-on knowledge, definitely you need one more instance.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Yeah. So please practice this and let me know if you have any questions. This is very important. And Yashashvi, are you practicing or you have any questions? You can unmute and talk.
Practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Up
You
to
have
now,
any
I have
questions?
no doubt. No,
Sorry?
no.
Okay. If you have any
No
questions,
question.
yeah. Vinay, Vaidika, Suresh, Srini, Naveen, Mani Prasad, Anusha, any questions?
No, Shreya.
Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah,
Everything's
but yeah, please practice this, guys. I just wrote a simple on-road script today. You can also just write it. So see, you can just give g_form. It is a notation of your glide form API, and just give dot. It will show you all the methods. Try using this info message and error message for now. We'll explore about all the methods that are there on gform. Okay.
Okay.
Close it. I'll share this recording.
Allow me 1 2 hours.